What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got a game against Len today. Len called me, and he was like, dude, let's get a 3,000 point game in. It'll be a practice game for the Gauntlet, and I'm like, let's go. For those of you who don't know, the Gauntlet is my own pet project. It's going to be a tournament that's actually this weekend, Saturday, February 6th, in the Dice Dojo, and it's a 3-game tournament, 3,000 points. I got some plaques and some awards, and the person who wins first place is going to win actually a medieval gauntlet. Alright, I got it chilling in my house right now. But anyways, besides that, so we're like, let's get some games in. Let's figure, let's see how the 3,000 points works. And we're going to go at it, right? So let's see what we brought to the table. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my army. My army, I brought these cave goblins. Cave goblins, got about 27 of them. They have short bows, nets, madgets, and I also have the level 2 on the right side. That is Baxter. Baxter is blowing up right now. Over here I got my Orc Ed Basher Horde, and the Horde has the BSB with them, and they have 2 hand weapons each. And basically this unit, ever since I changed them to just regular orcs, I'm actually appreciating regular orcs more than the savages, because savages always just kind of ran off and did whatever they want because they were kind of crazy. These guys, I can make them frenzied if I want to, but I don't have to. Over here I got my Goblin Raiders. It's just 5 Goblin Wolf Riders, fast cav unit. Over here I got my Forest Goblins, and as you can see, I'm swapping out the front rank for different types of models. They're actually the Kings of War models versus the Cave Goblin models. So I actually finished them up by now, but by the time this video comes out, I didn't have the other 10 made. But yeah, that's how they're looking right now. Here's my internet famous, the Dragon Rammer. It's an Orc Chariot with heavy armor, and that's all it is. It looks great. I could make it a BSB on a chariot one day, who knows, but as of right now it's just the Dragon Rammer. It's just an Orc Chariot. Right here, this is one of my new favorite units, and this is something I just found out. Anyways, this is the Gnasher Herd, and the Gnasher Herd, this is what I found out, they're actually war beasts which get Swift Stride. I didn't know this. Apparently I was just playing them with 2 dice and I was like, yeah, whatever. And yeah, I'm missing out on the fact that they actually get Swift Stride, so I'm like, cool, I'm going to go ahead and play it like that. But it only matters for charge distance. That's all it matters for, because if they run, they blow up, and it doesn't really matter. So, and besides that, they get a good initiative, good attack, and they just get a lot of damage, and I love it. That's awesome. Over here, I got my War Machines. I got my 2 Git launchers, and I have my Splatterer, which have been very hit or miss. Sometimes they blow up, sometimes they do great. Over here is my Giant, the Behemoth. And he's more miss than hit, but at the same time, his purpose for me is just to soak up damage. Over here, I got my good old trusty, the Gargantula, the A-Rock, the Ragnarok. This guy has so many names just because I love him. He's just death with 8 legs. That's what he is. I did give him the upgrades of the Web Launcher, and obviously the Forest Goblins are on top. And then as for my characters over here, I got King Chickenhead and the Longshot, Baron Longshot. They're both basically badasses in their own ways. King Chickenhead is just a Goblin Lord, actually, a Goblin King, and then Longshot's a hero with the Skull Splitter. As for over here, this is my Orc Shaman, Kabuto the Python. Now, I used to play what's his name? Krang. I used to play Krang in the unit of Krang or Zoidberg. I had 2 names for him, but I used to play him in the Savage Orc unit, and I used to play Kabuto a long time ago, but I stopped playing Kabuto because I would want to use like the Lucky Shrunken Head and the Fencer Blades in the Savage unit. That doesn't have the same benefit as it used to, and there is no Lucky Shrunken Head anymore, so there was no point in me having the Orc Shaman in there. And the other thing that was happening was if somebody killed my Orc Horde, the Shaman was in that Horde, I lose my magic, and I lose an additional like 200-300 points because of this guy, and that kind of sucks. So I kind of feel like he should be separate from the group. He does lose that protection from being in the group, but at the same time I can always just move him out and do his own thing on his own. And the other thing is, I don't really fight that many opponents that shoot anymore, so if they don't shoot anymore, he's a little bit more safe. He could use distance to his advantage. That's one of the way I used to play back with the Foot of Gork was I would sit in that 36-inch range. I would get as far back as possible in that 36-inch range and just try to get that foot off, and people couldn't reach him. So, with the boar, it gives me some more mobility. I like that. Anyways, there's Kabuto the Python. And then as for my general, this is General Warboss Dread, Iron Tooth with Nidhogg. He has 2-up armor, 7 attacks, and a 4-up regen, or ward, not regen. This guy is just phenomenal. Over here, for my opponent, he brought out his Saurian Ancients, and basically he has a huge block of like 30 or 40 of these Saurian warriors here. They get a banner, that pendant or totem or something like that allows them to attack in an extra rank, which is pretty cool. Over here is all his skinks. These are the skink cloud. These guys have, some of them have blowpipes, some of them have javelins. I don't know, they all have poison. They're just assholes and they're skirmishers. Over here he has his caimans, 8 caimans with great weapons. These guys hit like a ton of bricks. They hit hard as hell, and they get a lot of attacks with that many. The only thing is that there's so few of them that they're so slow that they might die before they get to do their attacks. But besides that, when they do attack, ooh, they're gonna do some damage. And the accuracy is the same as any monstrous infantry, like a weapon skill 3, I think, but the strength 7 is just nuts, and they have a high toughness, which makes it hard for them to kill, and they have a good armor save, which makes them hard enough to kill. Over here he has a Temple Guard unit, about 30 of those guys, and then in the Temple Guard unit he has 2 lords, which I got another picture over here. He has his lord on the left, which is a warrior, like a fighter, and he has a bunch of attacks, good ward, and he's just a good killy lord. And then the guy on the right is his, I think his general is actually the fighter, but the guy on the right, the Slan, and the Slan basically has, is his level 4. He has, in the background, you can see a, it used to be a Stegodon, I don't know what they're called now, but basically this guy is giving an aura where everybody in his like aura bubble is getting a poison attack. So everybody's getting poison attack basically, as long as they sit close enough to him. Over here he has his 2 salamanders. Aha! I found out their names. They're not Flameodons. And over here he has his 3 units of chameleon skinks. They're ambushers or scouts. They're scouts. That's what they are. And then he has his pterodons. I don't know what they're called. Skink riders. I don't know what they're called. Anyways, let's go over the magic really quick. Magic. I got Curse of the Wildwood, Swarm of Insects, Raging Storm, Beast Within, Orb of Blackness, Devouring Darkness, and Shadow Miasma. As for my opponent, he wrote it all on these pieces of paper, and I told him I can't read his writing. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I told him I would try to attempt to it, but I told him I would say, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. But I do see Wild Form, Morax, Fury, Luminous Bolts, Shield of some crap, I don't know, Net's Light, and Banishment, and I can't make out the left one for the life of me. And I went for the roll-off. I won first, and I decided to drop my army first. Now, I usually allow them to drop their army first, like a counteract whatever he's putting down. I do enjoy that aspect of trying to figure out, like, okay, he's going to drop this, I'm going to drop this, or whatever, right? But I was like, you know, I know if he gets the first turn, he's going to have the ranged advantage with all these skinks with their poison shots, and he's going to start killing my big monsters and everything. So I put everybody on the line, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this for the one turn and just move everybody up. Not only that, I got Vanguards coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Alright, so I dropped off my whole army. He drops off his whole army. Over here, I started to Vanguard my Wolf Riders on the right side, and he has his Scouts, which are those skinks. He was originally going to put them right there, but he ended up moving them to a different spot, which, whatever. And I did Vanguard a little bit with Longshot, and I did Vanguard with Chicken Head in the middle. As you can see, he put his skinks up here, like I said. These are his chameleons, just because I didn't really give him any spots within 18 inches that would be safe for them, and he knows I have the first turn, so he just kind of moved them on the line with everybody else. He kind of took a corner stance like you see right here, and as you see, Chicken Head just ran up. He didn't give a flying fuck. Chicken Head was like, you know what? Chicken Head is right now, I actually started doing this at work, where I would write down who I'm fighting and, you know, what are the potential things on the whiteboard, and I would play with the whiteboard. But the thing is, Chicken Head is probably the safest to go out there against all those skinks. He is the safest, and he's not going to waste a turn trying to charge Chicken Head with all his big blocks because he has all these skinks in the way. The one mistake I made before, like on our first game that I played, was I charged his skinks into the caiman, then I got attacked by the caiman, and Chicken Head got crushed by the caiman. So Chicken's not going for the Caimans. It's just that simple. And he doesn't really move his warrior block or his temple guard block without, because he usually plays that line with the skink. So I go ahead and I move Chickenhead up to go for his lines. I'm not worried about the salamanders. Chickenhead has Dragon Helm. He could get burned all he wants. He'll be fine. And I mean, he has a 2-up armor against a bunch of strength 3 poisons. As for everybody else, they just kind of moved up. As you can see, everybody just moved up in like a big wave. I'm not really... I did check distances. You know, his guys are going to be able to move 12 and then shoot 12, so it's 24-inch range. So I left my monsters literally like 25, 26 inches away from his skinks. So his skinks can't just go up and shoot my giant or shoot the A-Rock or my squigs. So the ones moving up are the chariot, the orcs, the forest goblins, which are harder to hit. My general really doesn't care, but whatever. The goblins on the right were chilling back there because they're protecting the war machine from the pterodons if the pterodons get through, and that's about it. Magic Phase got 7 power dice. I'm going to go ahead and I throw up 2 dice onto Swarm of Insects. I'm trying to shoot some damn skinks. He dispels it. So then I go ahead and I throw up 3 dice on the Curse of the Wildwood. He dispels it, and then I throw up Orb of Blackness, and I think I just failed the cast outright, or vice versa. Fail Magic Phase. God, that happens a lot, actually. Let's go to shooting. I'm going to go ahead and shoot both Git launchers into the swarms of skinks here. I need to get rid of some skinks. And one hits right there, kills off 4 of them. The other one misses and drifts off. And I don't think I caused a panic check. I tried to cause a panic check. Didn't happen. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot the web launcher, and the web launcher misses like so. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the rock lava, and it misfires and takes a wound. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot Longshot, even though this is an extremely blurry picture. Longshot shoots at some pterodons, kills off one of the pterodons, causes them to panic, and they flee and run back that way. That's awesome. Good job, Longshot. And that's it for my turn. There was not much else I could shoot. There was nobody really in range. And as you can see, this is how it looks. Turn 1, Saurian Ancients. He's going to go ahead and he decides, because he's scared of Chickenhead. He's scared that I made the comment right before this happened. I said Chickenhead could charge whoever the hell he wants to charge in the next turn. He has a good line of sight of all the skinks, and he has a good range with his spider legs. So he's just like, you know what? Fuck that, and he moves everybody back like so, just to get him out of range of Chickenhead. And I was just like, all right, whatever. I think he was trying to plan on shooting him with magic bolts or something like that. He moves his temple guard inside the building. Islan's just the king of the building there, and he moves up this left flank over here with his Cayman and his chameleons and his salamander on this side. Magic Phase, he got 9 power dice. He goes ahead and he throws up banishment, and I dispel it because he's trying to blow up. He's trying to blow up a chunk of my squigs. My squigs are, if he hits them with any magic missile, he's killing a good chunk of them. So he tries to throw banishment. I dispel it. He tries to throw up another. I think it was Luminous Bolts or something like that, and I dispel that as well, and he's just like, son of a bitch. So he goes ahead and does Net of Light, which will make these guys not even move or do anything if I roll a 5. And I'm like, go ahead, I don't care if they don't do anything. They're not doing much anyways. He gets a token here for light spells, and that's about it. Over here, shooting phase, he's going to shoot these chameleons into Chickenhead, and as you can see, they're out of my charge arc. Bastards. And he shoots 10 shots into him, does absolutely nothing. Come on, I love it. Alright. So then he starts shooting. Actually, I think that was it. It's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 2. Chickenhead doesn't charge. He has nobody to charge because he moved everybody back. And Chickenhead just moves over here like, you guys are all fucking scared of me. I'm just going to move right over here. If his Saurus warriors truly want to charge me, if they truly want to charge Chickenhead, which I think I'm still in his line of sight, I'm just going to flee that way, and he's going to give me a beautiful flank with my whole army. And I think he knows that. So he's just sitting there like, motherfucker. So he's like, alright. So I move Chickenhead this way. I'm like, Chickenhead's going to charge whoever the hell he wants to charge. I'm scaring all his skinks away. I move these guys into the building. They're not so scared about the pterodons at the moment, just because the pterodons just rallied. And then I'm trying to keep the Wolf Riders and Longshot at least 18 inches away from the pterodons, because I don't want the rocks dropped on them and killing half of them, making me flee in panic. So I'm trying to stay about 18 inches away. Over here, as you can see, I'm moving up the whole wave. Everybody's moving up. And another thing I try to do too, well, it kind of happened, but keeping the squigs away from the skinks, because you know they have no armor. But that's the last of his worries at the moment. I put the squigs behind the forest goblins because the forest goblins, if they die, if they're stubborn, but if they die to the caimans, they're going to the squigs can countercharge. A-Rock's kind of protecting the center. General Dread moves up in front of the giant. The giant's kind of like meat right now. He's just he's just easy to get killed by these skinks. Magic Face got 3 power dice. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up all 3 dice onto the beast within onto my forest goblin. He dispels that. It's gonna start off shooting phase. Shooting phase. I go ahead and I shoot this git launcher into this unit of skinks that are right by the forest goblins. It hits them, direct hit. Boom! Wipe them all out. That is awesome. Good job, git launcher. And it does not cause a panic. Second git launcher, I believe, was actually aiming for the caimans and drifted off doing nothing. Shooting phase over here, I got long shot shooting at some pterodons, kills off the second pterodon there, but that one sticks around. The splatterer shoots over here into the building. I'm like, I might as well hit the building with the strength 9 d6 hits, and it gets a direct hit, and it only kills one fucking dude. That's horrible, man. Forest goblins, let's do it. They're gonna shoot at the freaking salamander, and they only do 2 wounds. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot with the web launcher. Bam! Misfires, and it actually it take a wound onto the A-Rock, so that sucks. And then over here, it's gonna start off his turn. Saurian Ancient's turn 2. He decides, you know what? If you can't beat him, I'm gonna just surround him and shoot him. So he decides he's gonna turn every single one of his skinks facing Chickenhead. He's boasting he's gonna get 48 shots, poison shots onto Chickenhead. I'm like, do it. Let's go. Bring it. Let's see what happens. Chickenhead ain't scared. He didn't charge over here because he knew I would be stubborn in the woods. I don't know why he didn't charge over here, actually. I think his salamander might have been in the way originally. I think that's what it was. I think his salamander was originally in the way. But he's moving his caiman this way. Maybe he was afraid I was going to flee. I don't know. But he's moving his caiman this way. Gives me another turn to shoot my goblins anyways. That's cool. And he's moved another unit of skinks this way as well. Over here, his pterodon rider did tip in 18 inches and comes back out and hits them and kills off 2 of my wolf riders. My wolf riders flee, just like I said they would, but long shot stuck. Magic Face, he got 10 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw a banishment onto these guys over here, and it does nothing. I think I dispelled it. So then he goes ahead and he throws up a luminous bolt. I try to stop it, couldn't stop it, kills off 3 of my guys. He goes ahead and does the attribute, and it ends up doing 1 wound onto Chickenhead. That sucks. Over here, he's gonna start off his shooting phase. Look at all these guys; they're all lined up. They're out of line of sight with Chickenhead. They're just be able to shoot. Go ahead and shoot. Boom! They do no wounds. Oh man, they honestly got. I should have took pictures of the dice. I think I did take pictures of the dice. You'll see it in a minute. I think I just started saving them up. But he starts shooting all these guys over here, and they get a shit ton of wounds off. And check out the freaking armor saves. Bink, 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 bink. He got 1 through. One through. God damn it. And that one, I think I took a second wound onto Chickenhead. But look at that. Out of 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. He got 12 wounds off out of 48 shots. And out of those 12 wounds, only 1 went through my armor and regen. That's funny, though. Over here, how's this work? He's shooting this guy over here. It does nothing to long shot. He shoots his flame template over the forest goblins into the Nashers, and it hits the Nashers, and it kills off 8 of them. Holy shit. That's brutal. And that's it for his turn. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Chickenhead's charging in. He's going to just pick a brand new set of skinks. He's like, fuck that. I'm going to just charge those skinks over there. He didn't get a wound off. Holy shit. He only got 1 wound off total. I think he did get a second wound off. I'm pretty sure. He's gonna stand and shoot. Doesn't do shit. I'm gonna go ahead and charge with the dragon rammer to the skinks on the right, and I believe he might flee from those. And he flees off the table with that unit specifically. He needed 6 inches to stay on the board. He rolled a 7. It causes the unit right next to them to panic. They flee, and they flee off the table. His general's not close enough to these guys to get general leadership bubble, so he's panicking over here just like crazy, and he's losing more and more skinks. My general decides, I think it was my general. No, it was the orcs. The orcs are deciding to charge into those skinks over there. Those skinks, I believe, stick. Why is the second one there? I don't remember. Oh, they were trying to charge the salamander. Salamander ran. Then they decided they're going to try to charge the skinks, which is a farther charge. Chicken head gets in. The orcs fail. The dragon rammer obviously fails. My forest goblins decide they're going to stick there, just move a little bit closer and get some double shots in. I really wanted to go for the caimans, get a good chunk of caimans done, but after what I just saw from the salamander, I might have to waste their shots on killing off the salamander. And like I said, over here, Chicken Head did get in. He did take another wound. See, he got 2 wounds. But Chicken Head got in over here. Long Shot moves out over here on this side of the building. And the Wolf Riders, you guys hear it? I hear it. You hear it? It's the ambulance. Anyways, the Wolf Riders didn't rally. They just decided to run this way, but they didn't run off the board yet. Magic Phase got 12 power dice. Woohoo! Holy crap, that's a lot of dice. Gonna go ahead and throw up 3 dice onto the Beast Within. He dispels it again. Alright, so I go ahead and I throw up Curse of the Wildwood onto these guys here. Make them take some fucking dangerous terrains if they try to charge in the next turn. And he can't stop it. Then I go ahead and I roll the Redwood Shaft. I am lined up to the flank of them with my Kabuto. And I'm going to just shoot the Cayman. I get double 6s, which is on 4 dice, which is pretty bad. And as you can see, Kabuto's right there by the tree. He's going to shoot a straight line down. All I need to do is get the ordnance hits and just kill off. I might kill off all 4 of them. Who knows? They're strength, or they're tough 5, but I'm strength 10. And the next one's going to be strength 9, and the next one's going to be strength 8, and at the end is strength 7. So I'm going to just need 2s to wound. And all I need to do is make sure I roll good ordnance rolls, right? So I hit the first one, I roll for the ordnance, and I only do 2 wounds. God damn it! It's D3 plus 1? And I rolled a 1. So I only did 2 wounds! Ah, man! I really wanted to kill at least 2. At least 2. But I only did 2 wounds there. That sucks. These guys are going to go ahead and shoot at the Pterodon. And they get a shit ton of hits and a shit ton of wounds, and he is dead. It leaves Longshot open. Longshot's going to go ahead and shoot at some chameleons. Bah! Kill off 2 of the chameleons. The Forest Goblins, they decide they're going to just waste their shots onto the Salamander, and they kill off the Salamander. My Stone Thrower is going to shoot at the building again, and it gets 2 inches off, but it doesn't wound. It doesn't wound. I rolled a 1 to wound. It didn't fucking do shit. My Git Launcher hits the building and kills off 2 of them. The other Git Launcher, I don't even know where it went. Oh, you can see it went back in the back over there, but it didn't kill anybody. Chicken Head does 2 wounds over here. That's all he did. They go ahead and attack back. He obviously is fine. He didn't get wounded at all. And they actually stick. I charged and I did 2 wounds. They're in their general bubble and their BSB bubble, but they stick. That really didn't go how I expected. It's going to start off Saurian Ancients. I think this is turn 3 now. He's charging in over here onto my Force Goblins. My Force Goblins are going to stand and shoot, and they do. And bam! They kill off 2 guys with the stand and shoot. And then, even though he charges in, he's going to take dangerous terrains from the Curse of the Wildwood, and he loses another guy and takes another wound. Oh shit, that's awesome. That's crazy. Magic Phase, he got 9 power dice, and he's gonna go ahead and do his freaking bolts over here. He ends up doing 5 wounds onto my squigs. My squigs are dying, man. They're dying. He throws up net. It goes off over here, and that's about it. Any other magic he did, it was dispelled. He moved his skinks right here to chaff up my orcs, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But he's gonna go ahead and shoot at my giant, and he ends up using. I think those guys shot first. They didn't do shit to him. These guys over here with their javelins are going to go ahead and shoot at my giant, and they end up getting 3 wounds off onto the giant. God damn it. And that's it for shooting, really. Close combat, Chicken Head kills 3 of these chumps. These guys don't even do shit, and they stick again for a second time in a row. Aw, come on, Chicken Head. You're letting some skinks hold you up. Over here, my Forest Goblins killed 2 more Caimans. Holy shit, these Forest Goblins are on fire. Those are 3 Caimans, though. They're going to go ahead and swing back, and oh, crap. They killed off 9 of my Forest Goblins. That really hurts. Yeah, I think they're going to win combat. But my guys are stubborn in the forests, and my general is definitely in range, and they're going to stick there for another round, and it's going to go into Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm like, you know what? My general's going to charge into those skinks right in front of me. And he's like, seriously? Can you fit? I'm like, dude, I could touch the tip of that one guy and still attack. So the general does. The A-Rock goes into those skinks over there, and I think they actually stand and shoot. Holy shit. They stand and shoot, and they do 1 wound on the stand and shoot, but he gets in. General Dread gets in. The Behemoth decides, oh, fuck this shit, and runs this way. I did that just so he could save points and not die a stupid death to some skinks. So he's so far from any skinks that nobody's going to be able to touch him, and he'll be able to live the rest of the game. And as you can see, I just kind of moved everybody up like so. Those skinks were in the way of the orcs, so the orcs just kind of sidestepped a little bit to get a better angle away from Dread. And the goblins left the building. They took the dice with them. And you can see long shots way up there by the top side. Magic Phase got 6 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 4 dice on Devouring Darkness, and he dispels it. I throw up 2 dice on Shadow Miasma. I just failed miserably. Look at that roll. What the fuck? Shooting Phase. Shooting Phase is the long shot, shoots at the Salamander, and look at that horrendous roll. God damn it! Git launchers. The Git launchers are shooting at his. I think they were shooting at the building, but they drifted off this way, both of them, and I don't think anything happened, really. I really don't think anybody died. The Splatterer tries to shoot at the building again, and it doesn't do shit again. I think it just drifted off entirely. Over here, close combat. As you can see, I moved the squigs right behind the Forest Goblins. They know that the Forest Goblins are about to die, and I can countercharge. But close combat over here, I only was able to do 2 wounds on the Caimans this time. The Caimans go ahead, and they wipe out the rest of the freaking goblins, and it leaves it open like so. He decides, though, he's going to go ahead and turn his Caimans this way. He doesn't really, because he's going to get the next turn regardless, so he's going to be able to charge into my A-Rock potentially. And then close combat over here, Chicken Head kills off 3 more of these skinks, and they still fucking stick. This is nuts. This is nuts. Oh, man. General Dread kills off his chameleons. A-Rock kills off 3 of his skinks here, and they end up doing 1 more wound onto the A-Rock, but he causes them to run, and he devours them. Actually, they run, and I don't think I chase. I think I just I just let them run that way, and I just turned the A-Rock around this way. Actually, I take it back. No. I killed 3 originally, killed some with the goblins, and then I thunderstomp and killed off the rest of the unit, and then I just reformed it face this way. So that whole unit's dead. And I'm facing off the Cayman. I know for a fact if the Cayman come this way for me, I could potentially just kill off the Cayman before they do anything. So he's like, I think he knows that too. But you know what? He doesn't care. He's going for it. Saurian Ancient's turn 4. He's charging in the Cayman into my A-Rock. He's charging in his Saurus Warriors into the flank of my A-Rock. I don't care that I'm giving up the flank. I'm stubborn. And it looks like this. He left his unit out of the building. He kept his poison guy close enough. His skinks on the left side are still alive. Chicken Head's still in the fight for his life with the freaking skinks over there. And then his Salamander moves right in front of my face this way. Magic Phase, he got 8 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw up these guys' ability. It's -1 to hit for them or some shit like that. So I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to have a harder time hitting them with the A-Rock. But guess what? I wasn't going to hit them. I'm trying to kill some Cayman. He goes in and throws up Shield of Protection. I think that's what the -1 was. He goes in and throws up Net of Light. I let it go through, and he tries to throw up his bolts, and I dispel both magic missiles. Shooting phase. These guys over here are going to go ahead and shoot, and they kill off one squig. These guys up here go ahead and shoot, and they kill off one squig. And then over here, here it comes. He's going to burn a hole through my orcs and kill off, oh my god, 6 orcs. That's brutal. Over here, close combat. Chickenhead finally finished his 2 skinks. And you know what Chickenhead does? He turns around. He does a 180, more like a 110. And faces the back end of those Saurus warriors who are attacking the A-Rock. And he's like, are you sure you want to face that way and not the way the guys that might be able to charge you? I'm like, nah, I'm good. So, over here, I'm hoping that the A-Rock could last 1 round. He has 5 wounds left. This guy is strength 7. I think he might have, I don't remember what he has. But all I need to do is make sure I live 1 round. And I go ahead and I attack. I kill off just one of the Caymans. He goes ahead, or the goblins go, and they end up doing 2 wounds onto another Cayman. He's going ahead and attack with all these guys over here with all their spears and their extra attacks and ranks and all that crap, and he does 3 fucking wounds. Ouch. His Cayman go, and they finish off the job. The A-Rock is dead. He did good, though. He did okay. He did take a lot of attacks right there and there. He reforms to face off at the Squigs. He reforms to face off at Dread. And as you can see, Chickenhead's facing the side flank of the Saurus warriors. It's going to turn into Orcs and Goblins turn 5. And you know what? It's time. It's time to get into close combat. My Squigs are going in, charging into those Cayman. Fuck those guys, man. The Chickenhead's charging into the side flank of those warriors. And guess what? I can't charge the Orcs yet, because this stupid Salamander's in the way. So the Dragon Rammer's charging into this guy here, and I don't charge Dread or my Orcs in. And the reason I don't do it is because my hope from this angle right here, you can see Chickenhead's going to get in. Okay, that's an easy charge for Chickenhead into those warriors. But if I could eat those Cayman right now and overrun into his warriors, those Squigs are getting a 2nd round of combat in this combat, and Chickenhead and the Squigs attacking them will kill a good chunk of them, right? If I go in with Dread right now, what ends up happening is he's going to have all those front ranks attacking with Lethal Strike against my mounted character. I'm not doing that. That's just dumb. But Chickenhead's safe because he's attacking from the flank. He's not going to get Lethal Striked. So, I do need a good overrun from the Squigs. Those Squigs need, I think, like a 7 to overrun. So that's rough. And they get in, of course, over here. He gets in over there. And it just kind of looks like so right here. I decide to move Longshot to be chaff. So Longshot is right in front of those freaking Temple Guard right there. He's chaffing it up right now. And he really can't get a charge off onto Longshot because Chickenhead's in the way, and he can't get a charge into Chickenhead because Longshot's in the way or something like that. I don't remember. Whatever. But he's just chaffing them up, you know, and it really slows down their movement. They're not going to be able to just charge my Orc Horde that's coming up, or my Dragon Rammer. And as you can see, this is kind of how it looks. Magic Phase got 11 power dice. Thank the Lords. Thank Gork. Alright, and I go ahead and I throw up the Beast Within onto the Squigs, and he lets it go through, and they're +1 strength, +1 toughness. I go ahead and I throw up Curse of the Wildwood onto these guys, because if they do decide to charge, they're going to take a shit ton of dangerous terrain. So go for it. Please, go for it. And I rolled it. I got double 6s when I rolled the Curse of the Wildwood, and this is by Kabuto. So Kabuto has to take the miscast. I roll the dice, and I roll a 2. Motherfucker! Oh shit! I rolled I think like 4 dice too. So on like a 1, 2, or 3, he goes into the warp, into the void, and sunk! He gets sucked in. Oh come on, Kabuto! You just gave him like 300 points when we're like kind of in it right now. God damn it! Shooting phase. Longshot's gonna shoot at those skinks hiding over there. He kills off 2 of them, doesn't cause them to panic. The rock lava is going to go ahead and shoot at the big boy here, and it drifts off and clips like one dude and kills like that one dude, I think, or he doesn't. The Git launchers both shoot at the big boy, and they only do 2 wounds onto him. That sucks. And And then close combat dragon rammer kills this fucking salamander and faces off towards the temple guard. Over here, close combat, my squigs eat the crap out of they only had 4 wounds left, those guys. I'm a better weapon skill and better strength, and I just destroy them, right? But I need to roll a 7 to get to close combat with those other guys. I rolled a 6. Are you kidding? Oh shit, Chickenhead. Chickenhead, you're on your own, buddy. Oh shit, man. Chickenhead might die right now. He only has 1 wound left, and these guys have armor piercing strength 4. Chickenhead goes, kills off 1 guy. 1. Shit, he's so dead. Oh shit, no, I take it back. He killed off 2 guys. 2 guys. He goes ahead and attacks back, and he doesn't wound Chickenhead. Chickenhead fails combat. He got a charge, a flank, and 2 wounds. That's a 4. He has 3 ranks, a banner, and a musician. That's like 5, right? Or 4 the winning tiebreaker. And I stick in combat. Chickenhead, you are the motherfucker. You're fucking him up. It's gonna go straight into his turn. And he doesn't even reform. He doesn't want to reform facing Chickenhead, because if he does, he's giving up a flank and a rear to me if, for whatever reason, Chickenhead doesn't die. And he wants to, his bigger threat's that orc horde facing the front of him right now. He knows that. If he does charge me for whatever reason, my goblins are right behind my orcs. I'll be able to throw some fanatics through my guys and through his. I don't care. He's like, would you really do that and kill some of your guys? I'm like, hell yeah. I don't care, man. Greenskins betray Greenskins all the time. Magic phase, he got 9 power dice. He really didn't charge anything. He didn't want to do anything movement-wise. I think he tried to move his skinks towards the giant is all. Anyways, Magic phase got 10 power dice. He goes ahead and throws up Net of Light. He doesn't want this unit charging in. He wants me to fail that 5 up. He puts in the Beast Within onto this unit here to make him stronger and tougher, and I let it go through, and then he goes ahead and he moved his skinks over here. They're going to start off shooting. He only kills off 1 squig here. I'm sorry, I take it back. He kills off 4 squigs here. 4. Alright. And close combat. Close combat, Chickenhead kills one of the Saurian Ancients over here, and again, I'm in the flank, and I got 1 wound. I'm down in combat. I stick another round. Way to go, Chickenhead. You are the fucker, man. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 6. This is it. This is the end of the game, basically, because we're getting kicked out of the Dice Dojo at this time, so we're just playing this last round. The Orcs are going in. The General's going in. I'm calling out the Wog. The Squigs are going in. Holy shit, here it comes. Wog! They're all in. Bam! Everybody gets in. That's nuts. Chickenhead, thank you for the setup. You did it, sir. You did this. Holy shit. That's a lot of attacks, and you can't even challenge my general because I got freaking Chickenhead there to take a challenge. I got champions there to take a challenge. I got my BSB there to take a challenge. Holy shit. I move up guys this way like so, and I think I move long shot out of the range now to get charged. Just like if you want to charge in, go for it now. So Magic Phase got 6 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up Shadow Miasma on them. I throw 4 dice onto it. I get it off. Double 6. Actually, I threw up Devouring Darkness. He stops that one. I throw 4 dice on the Shadow Miasma. I got it off with double 6s, and it minuses 2 on everything. So their initiative, their weapon skill, everything's lower than everything I have on the table. My miscast, I blow up a shit ton of my goblins like so. My shaman will take a wound. And shooting phase, my rock lava aiming at this guy here, and it misfires and can't shoot for the rest of the game, which this is the end of the game anyways, so it really didn't matter. And then over here, my Git launchers try to finish off the job onto the Stegodon, and they fail. They fail me. Longshot goes ahead and shoots at the Chameleons, try to finish off a job on them. He only kills off 1. And then over here, this close combat. Woo! General Dread goes, kills off 4 or 5 guys. I think it's 4. Nidhogg goes, kills off like 3 more. Chickenhead goes, kills off 4 more. Squigs go, Squigs kill off like, look at this, 3, 6, 7, 8 of them. Holy shit. And then He's just stopped taking guys off the back. He's just like, just go for it. My whole Orc horde goes and wipes out them to the man. Every single one of them was done. And right there, that's the last picture of the game. That's the end of the game. And he was just like, you have it. Right now, he could charge Chicken Head. I could flee. He could charge my Orc horde. I could flee. And unless I roll a really shitty roll, he can't do shit, and I win the game. Regardless, I win the game. Yeah, he that was a pretty awesome win for the Orcs and Goblins. He ended up killing my Forest Goblins, and my Shaman ended up killing himself. My Wolf Riders ended up rallying and just chilling by the rock lava the rest of the game. And I think that was it. I think that's all my units I lost. He lost just a ton of skinks. He lost his unit of Source Warriors, his level 2 that was in that unit, and his Cayman. Oh, I lost the A-Rock too. The A-Rock was a big loss for me. My Giant was still alive, and everybody's still kind of healthy. And it would have been a really fun turn 6, my Orcs versus his Temple Guard. He might have won that combat, actually, if they got into the combat. Because I didn't have any buffs on my guys, and he will have his magic phase. But overall, I think I got this one in the bag, and it's a big win for the Orcs and Goblins. I really got to give Chicken Head a lot of credit. I mean, redoing this video, before I did this video, I wanted to give him the MVP right away. It would be his 3rd MVP in a row, and I still might. I mean, he really did mess up his skink game. His skinks couldn't do shit because of Chicken Head. Longshot wasn't, I mean, he was solid, but he wasn't like a game changer. The Orcs were, I mean, they killed what they were supposed to kill, and as you can see, they didn't really take many casualties. Dread was just kind of chilling around doing nothing. He killed some chameleons, and he killed a couple of Saurus warriors. The Squigs were nuts. The Squigs were a big threat to him, and they finished off the Cayman. A-Rock didn't kill too much. The War Machines didn't kill too much. The Forest Goblins are the only ones I would really give Chicken Head a run for their money, because they really did fuck up some Caymans. But I think overall the big MVP here is still Chicken Head. Chicken Head took over 60 shots total the game, poison shots. He absorbed 60 shots and only took 1 wound from it. And then he took a 1 shot from a Shaman bolt, a Slan bolt, and he killed off a unit of skinks himself, caused massive panics, and held up those Saurus warriors for 2 turns, allowing me to combo charge with Dread, the Orchid Bashers, and the Squigs. So Chicken Head, 3rd game in a row. 3rd game in a row. Doesn't matter if you're on a wolf or a spider. You are the MVP, you motherfucker. This is the last game you guys will see him with that silly lance, because Evil Ash is dogging me about his lance. So he will definitely get what weapon he's been using. To be honest, I got it because I was getting the flaming lance. I was like, oh yeah, flaming attacks is so cool. He could freaking charge. He could charge trolls now. But you know, in all fairness, I have more fun with the Bane Beast Halberd. I like the fact that the Bane Beast Halberd doesn't lower its strength. You know, it's strength 5 no matter what. So since it's strength 5 no matter what, I could go up against a Frostheart Phoenix. I could go against something that just -1 strength, and I'm like, whatever, I'm still strength 5. I do like that. It does suck that I can't boost it higher than strength 5, but it's okay. Anyways, besides that, I think that's about it. I mean, I really had a lot of fun. This is the last game I'm playing. I didn't get a game last weekend because just nobody was up for a challenge last weekend. So we're all waiting for the gauntlet, which is Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it. I have a few strategies laid out for the guys that I'm knowing that will probably be on the top tables. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if I just like flop with all my strategies and ideas, and then I just like get my ass kicked by like a Tomb King army or something like that. Watch. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I enjoy making them. As always, you guys can hit the like and subscribe. If you guys feel like I deserve a tip or something, a donation of any sort, you could go to my YouTube channel page. There's a button so you guys could donate any money to help me pay for batteries and keep making more content just like this. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any feedback, leave it down below. I love hearing the feedback, and I will see you guys in the next video for the Gauntlet, my first annual Gauntlet, guys. Anyways, if you guys want to come out and you're in the Chicagoland area, you guys can come to the Gauntlet. I'm still accepting registrations even if it's late. It's on Saturday, February 6th, 10 o'clock at the Dice Dojo. I'll see you guys there. Take care. Peace.